After posting only 4 videos on YouTube, I realized that I had messed up. This is what I'm gonna do about it. I restarted my YouTube channel with huge expectations. Armed with the latest AI tools, I believed creating content would be a breeze. But after posting 4 videos, I hit a harsh truth. Research has shown that creative breakthroughs often come not from instant success, but from learning through failure. One study in the field of creative risk-taking explains that there really is no failure, only feedback. I experienced this firsthand when my videos felt shallow and rushed. A stark reminder that data is valuable only when it's deeply understood, not just skimmed. It's kind of like a failed recipe that still teaches you which ingredients need adjusting. My early videos were a crash course in what wasn't working. The start of the year hasn't really been easy. There's been a lot going on behind the scenes, and I've been wanting to do this for a while now, so I decided to just go for it and post. Unfortunately, I learned real fast that it's not easy, and even though I'm usually behind the camera, when I get in front of the camera, it's an entirely new thing. I get super nervous. I forget everything that I'm thinking about, and that doesn't help when you don't really know what you're talking about. Right before I was about to film my 5th video, I reached my breaking point. I looked at my work and wondered, what the hell am I even filming? I was caught in a cycle of over-automation, rushing through production with formulaic scripts that lacked heart. Pixar's Ed Catmull once said that their masterpieces were born out of countless revisions and setbacks. My failure mirrored that lesson. A painful yet necessary stop that forced me to reflect. This is what Fail Fast, Learn Fast is all about. Using every setback as a chance to gather data, rethink my process, and prepare for real transformation. As I plunged deeper into this cycle, I noticed a new problem emerging. Despite having all the data from my failures, I became overly dependent on AI. Studies warn that over-reliance on automated tools can lead to a sea of sameness. That is, content that sounds generic and loses its spark. I found that I was churning out videos based on surface-level ideas, relying on AI to do the heavy lifting instead of truly learning the craft of storytelling. And you know what's funny? It's something that I said that I wasn't gonna do, and it's something that I wanted to prevent from happening, but hey, you know, we all make mistakes, and this is one of mine. I felt like I was on autopilot, missing the essence of my creative voice, and that was a wake-up call that I couldn't ignore. I was just kind of skimming data and not really studying it. I figured, you know, AI says that this research is really good, therefore, as long as I follow these guidelines, follow this viral YouTube structure or whatever, I'll be okay. And that's not the case. You really do need to know what you're talking about. At this point, I decided to step outside and clear my mind. I asked myself, how do I harness the speed of AI without sacrificing my creative intuition? Well, research from MIT Sloan shows that the best creative breakthroughs often occur when data-driven insights are blended with human instinct. A bit like mixing paint, where the right balance brings out a masterpiece. And for me, my gut told me that not only do I need to master the principles of storytelling, but I also have to master the craft. It's one thing to know how to structure a scene, how to break everything down, but there's something unique that comes only through experience, and I believe that that's very important as well. I realized that while AI gives me instant, actionable data, it's my personal insight that shapes a truly original story. I committed to using AI as a powerful assistant, not the sole creator, balancing rapid iteration with thoughtful reflection. I think from now on, what I'm gonna do is I'm not just gonna put out a video because I think it's gonna perform well. I'm gonna put out a video because it's the story that I wanna tell. By taking a step back and really focusing on my storytelling, my hope is that I'll be able to elaborate and get my ideas across to the viewers a lot easier. After all, you know, I am a filmmaker, and filmmakers tell stories, and I'm self-taught. I never went to school for any of this stuff. So the beauty about the time that we live in now is that we're able to access a lot of this information a lot easier. And it's only been made even easier with AI. For this video, if you guys like it, I used OpenAI's deep research feature to research a lot of the things that I used in this video, a lot of the concepts. It spit out, it was like a 20-page report with cited articles from credible sources. And I read the whole thing and I learned a lot. And I think by me taking that pillar piece of content and then using it as a backbone to tell my story is a lot more effective than for me to just sit in front of the camera and rant about what I think is true or what I believe that will help you, when in fact it's not really backed up by anything. So take that with a grain of salt. Do your own research. Don't just listen to me. Now, here I am with my 5th video. A video that marks my rebirth as a creator. I learned that the faster I recover from failure, the quicker I can pivot and succeed. Analytics show that channels which iterate rapidly while staying true to their unique voice grow exponentially. For example, top YouTubers like MrBeast attribute their success to constant testing, learning, and adapting. I've integrated these lessons. I am now going to develop a fully fleshed out idea, back it up with deep research, and let AI refine the details without stealing my creative essence. This process, I believe, is going to transform my approach, turning what feels like endless, exhausting iterations into a sustainable, powerful, creative method. I believe I could do it, and so can you. Taking this step back really did help me realize one thing, and that's that the creative process doesn't really abide by the same rules as our fast-paced society. Just because you could get creative really fast doesn't mean that you could do it all the time, and sometimes the creative process just simply takes longer. AI and automation tools, for me at least, should serve that creative process and not the other way around. These tools should be a complement to our creativity. It shouldn't stifle them. And I know I've said this before, but I think it took a while for it to really sink in. I really had to do the research and put in the work and learn what it is that I wanted to say, because I had an idea, but it was just that, just an idea. It wasn't really backed up by anything. And I think it's important for us in society to really put some thought behind our ideas and make sure that, you know, they're well formed before putting them out. I'm glad that I was able to learn this fact only 4 videos in, instead of, you know, months down the line, or when I got burned out or got tired or realized that what I was doing wasn't really fulfilling and then, you know, stopped doing it altogether. I feel that I was able to bounce back this fast and really come up with a better method because of the tools at my disposal. So yes, don't rely on AI for everything, but yes, rely on AI for the things that can be automated, that don't require so much of your creativity or your opinion, mundane tasks, things that suck up your time instead of giving you back the time that you want in order to live a fulfilling life. So yeah, that's my rant for the day. Insert call to action here. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you're ready to turn failure into fuel for creative success, subscribe for more storytelling tips, AI-enhanced creative insights, and actionable strategies that blend data with your unique voice. Let's learn, iterate, and grow together.